The Gentleman, 2019, directed by Guy Ritchie, is not just a film. It's a well-dressed spectacle where British sophistication meets gritty underworld swagger. Imagine highbrow criminals, slick in tailored suits, navigating a world where loyalty is as valuable as money and deception as common as tea. Now let's dissect this stylish crime comedy drama without falling into predictable jokes or cliché quips. Matthew McConaughey stars as Mickey Pearson, a suave American drug lord in London who wants to cash in on his marijuana empire and retire in luxury. Pearson is the kind of kingpin who has the charm of a Wall Street tycoon but the business model of a 90s gangster, aiming to sell high before laws shift and his enterprise loses value. And he's not alone in his ambitions. As soon as Pearson announces his plan to sell his lucrative empire, an assortment of eccentric characters emerges to take advantage of his potential exit. At the center of this web is Hugh Grant as Fletcher, a private investigator who isn't just a master of surveillance but a storyteller in his own right. His character operates like a noir detective from the wrong side of the Thames, narrating with as much relish as he takes in extorting his findings. Fletcher's talent lies in his meticulous observations and in his flair for exaggeration. The man can weave a tale with as much detail as he records evidence. He practically writes a script within the script, detailing his findings to Raymond, Mickey's right-hand man, in a manner that's both absurd and hypnotic. Raymond, played by Charlie Hunnam, is Mickey's loyal, often exasperated fixer, who keeps calm amidst the storm of Fletcher's stories and the threats to Mickey's empire. Raymond is as cool and calculated as a mob accountant, handling Fletcher's increasingly bizarre monologue with a poker face and a smirk that only the British can pull off. Together they play an odd game of cat and mouse as Fletcher's revelations threaten to dismantle Mickey's empire with every twist. While The Gentleman brims with larger-than-life characters, the true comedy lies in its ability to exaggerate every archetype without tipping into the ridiculous. Ritchie's world is populated by British gangsters who seem plucked from every social strata imaginable. The aristocratic criminals like Lord George are as dangerous as they are polite, while Colin Farrell's coach, a gym-owning father figure to a group of young thugs, steals scenes with his strict morals in a world that otherwise lacks any. The plot spirals into a chaotic series of confrontations, backstabbings, and unforeseen alliances, all dressed in the kind of British humor that leans more on wit than slapstick. The violence, though real, is treated with a tongue-in-cheek approach, giving it a stylized tone that makes even brutal confrontations seem like a gentleman's sport. In the end, The Gentleman is both a return to form for Ritchie and a refreshing take on the crime genre. It's sophisticated, yet rough around the edges, making it the cinematic equivalent of sipping whiskey while dressed in a tailored suit and knowing a brawl could break out at any moment. It's a film that celebrates the thrill of playing with fire, as long as you do it with style. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Quirky Critic signing out.